And here we go. Hi guys, I'm Saba, I'm rated 2200 on chess.com and this is the road to 2000. We are at 1900 level, so let's see. And by the way, I'm going to play French. Let's see how to punish people at this level range. Right, let's take. I'm going to play knight on f6. This is the Monte Carlo variation. Monte Carlo variation, man. So bishop e7, I could play bishop b4 at the main line, but bishop e7 is completely fine. You just get a really good position anyway. And they decided to take. I guess I'm going to take as well. Pins my knight. I have a couple of options. I would say I could play, for example, bishop on b4. Bishop on b4, you take, I take. Take, and then pin this. Yeah, makes sense. Bishop on b4 looks like a good move. Otherwise, I could play something else, like for example c6. I could play bishop on e6. But yeah, let's go for bishop on b4, why not? It is that you probably have to castle it right now. If you don't do that, I'm going to play rook e8. And you're going to have a ton of problems. Right, my opponent doesn't castle, in fact. So rook e8. And he covers with the knight. Wow. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. But I don't think it's a good move. I'm going to take the knight first. You take with the pawn and I play bishop e6. And I should be fine. If you take this pawn, I guess I have at least the knight on d7. I don't think it is a problem. So yeah, bishop on e6. Just defending all of this diagonal. You take. Okay, that does nothing once again. And now I want to play. Well, I would like to play knight on c6 and get on this square. It's not so simple to do that. Yeah, I guess I go for this anyway. Because if knight take, okay, I have double pawns, but this c pawn is going to be really helpful actually. Just defending this knight and also opening the b file for me. And I think I'm going to get some sort of advantages. Even though I definitely should play this in a different and better way. Alright, what to do now? I guess rook b8 is the move. You know, queen g5. You know, just creating some threats, being annoying. I feel like that's a good move. Right, and the defense in this fashion. So if I play this, probably doesn't do a lot. Even though, to be honest, doesn't look like the worst move ever. Then it makes sense to me. Would even play queen on h5. You know, threatening this and mate in the future. So yeah, let's start with this. I'm also covering this square, so I might get the chance to play rook on e2. Queen on f3, threatening two things. Bishop on h3 mate, and also the pawn on c3. I feel like this is a really good move and it's not so easy to defend now. If you block with the rook, I'm just going to take. If you take with the bishop, I can just take with the bishop and let the mate once again, and I don't even see a way to stop that. So you can't absolutely take. And it's not simple to find a way to defend this pawn while preventing this. I guess the way you have to defend is playing bishop on f1. So let's say you defend this, I play this, you have bishop on f1. So you actually have a way to defend, even though it looks really bad to me. Would even play this now that I think about it. I take, threatening this, queen take, rook take, you take with check. So yeah, this is an idea, knight on f4, just taking advantage of the fact that the bishop is actually not defended. And I'm also getting mate, so I play this, you have to take with the pawn and I'm going to take. Because let's say I play this, you still play bishop on f1. I don't see what kind of advantage I'm supposed to have. So yeah, I'm going to play this. Probably my opponent missed this move. And let's see what is the reply is going to be about. To be honest, I think the only playable move is taking. And keep in mind that now playing bishop on f1 doesn't work. Because I would have the move bishop on d5. Bishop on d5, just letting mate on h1. And your bishop on f1, you're going to get mated. Alright, we take the bishop. You can't attack my queen with the rook because we already have a rook. I don't think I would play rooks. If you play rook and you give me the file, I have a rook e6 and rook g6 ideas, so you probably don't really want to play rooks. This pawn is hanging, and I'm also threatening to play bishop on d5 now. The position is looking really complicated for my opponent. Yeah, you play this anyway, apparently, even though I'm not sure about this move at all. Let's take. No, I can take, we check and win 2 pawns. I could play this, but I don't know, there has to be a way to defend probably. Unless there isn't and I'm just winning after this move. So I need to calculate something. Let's say I play bishop on d5, just threatening this. Are you going to defend? Maybe by allowing this? But to be honest, this looks way better. Actually, because you are getting mated anyway, probably. And if you're not getting mated, you have to give me the queen. So I think we check. You can play this and I'm going to play this, which is mate. So you have to play this. But still, I think I have bishop on d5. Yeah, and is looking really, really bad for you. I will say is pretty over. Yeah, I don't think my opponent is going to play and he'll have the game. Makes sense. I mean, this was absolutely over. Alright. Really good game. It's +3, as you can see. It says, but Stockfish is stupid. But yeah, let's check the analysis. Alright guys, this was the accuracy. Not a really accurate game, but I had the brilliancy. I mean, these are the really aggressive games where your opponent doesn't play properly because they are really complicated and you play brilliancies, you know? So, okay, this was theory. At this point, I already didn't know what to do. I don't get to play this position at all. I pretty much never play this position. I decided to play this. I wasn't supposed to play this. Let's check the analysis. This didn't make any sense. I should have played bishop before. Yeah, before. I should have played bishop before. It didn't make any sense to play bishop e7 and then bishop e4. And now you can just castle. And apparently, can I just win a pawn? Take. Okay, apparently you have rook b1. And you gain a lot of activity. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. So I can't even do this. I'm just going for an idea that wastes time and doesn't even work. Perfect. He replies with this. Now rook e8. Rook e8 is bad. Rook e8 is bad. King d1. I hate this game so much. And it actually makes sense. Because if I take this, I guess you just take. Then in this and the bishop, move the bishop, you win this. Wow. Alright, this was wrong apparently. The block, yeah, felt really bad, but it wasn't a good move. Bishop take is probably the only move. And now, perfect. Knight c6 is a great move. You have to understand dynamics in the position, and you have to understand what you need. In this position, I see only one thing. These two are really annoying. There is a ton of pressure on this diagonal. If I manage to have a pawn, for example, a pawn on c6 defending the knight, these two are not going to be really scary. And I can move the bishop, I can use the rook and everything. So the idea behind this is, first of all, I'm threatening this. You probably have to take, but after you take, first I have this pawn on c6, which is really good. It's good that I'm damaging my pawn's structure, but it doesn't matter. I just need this, I'm using this. And also I open the build file for my rook. So you have to understand, if you want to get better, that pawn structure isn't the only important things. Dynamics, activity of your pieces is really important. And also if you need one more defender in a certain occasion, you can damage your structure in order to have it. So going forward, this move didn't make any sense. It's a move you play where your opponent still has to castle, so that he won't castle. But in this case, what are you preventing? Rook on f8? From e8 to f8 once again? No, this move doesn't make any sense. Instead of playing this, bishop on b2 would have been way better, just, you know, adding some pressure on this one. And basically, right now, you're playing without a piece. Because once again, this bishop does absolutely nothing. It's like playing without a piece. And I see in this position that most of my opponent pieces are on this square. I'm going to attack on the king side. So first I attack the queen, but if all of your pieces are on the queen side, who's going to defend the queen side? No one. This game I think is really cool because it shows how quickly you can lose a chess game. This was equal. How quickly you can get destroyed in a chess game. If you understand how to coordinate pieces, you can destroy your opponent pretty fast too. So he played a really bad move. He moved the G pawn. Now in this position, I probably wouldn't have pushed any pawn. Rook e1, bishop f1. Just defending this in case I play this. But you have to understand that if your opponent has a light square bishop, you cannot weaken yourself on light squares. This is basically a losing move. If your opponent has a dark square bishop, you can play g3 because you are defended on dark squares. But if you play g3 and I have a light square bishop, I managed to get in and I managed to mate you. This is basically the losing move that my opponent played. Now I played queen on h5. Could I play this? I don't know, I just don't win a lot. I want to create a mate. This looks way scarier. And this made sense in my opinion. And now we go for knight on f4, a brilliant move. So after he played this move, it's over. So as you can see, you have to be really careful because a chess game can end pretty fast. Now is -12 because after this move there is nothing you can do. I'm threatening mate and I am attacking the bishop, so you have to take. After I take the bishop, once again, you weakened yourself on the light squares and there is no way to defend. There is literally no way to defend. You cannot defend with the queen. I'm threatening this and win. You have to play this, just sacrificing a pawn, but it's not only that, you sacrifice the game. This has to be the only move, I guess. No, apparently the move is queen on f2. Yeah, queen on f2 makes sense. At this point, what can we do? I guess we just win. No, we can't win the rook. What can we do now? I guess we just... Okay, we just play this and we are saying, we bring in the rook, we destroy you. You can't defend. This position is terrible. Yeah, it was like, if you move the king, you get destroyed, which, yeah, is good. Bishop d5, you play this. Queen h3, so on and so forth. You get destroyed. You reach this square, bring in the rook, and it's over. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you soon in the next video.